So I got this off a friend, and she's asked me to save it. It's a Hydrangea. Now I know for a fact this was bought at the same time as this one. Let's have a look. So it was bought at the same time as that, and that one, which is down there, and also that one, which is down there. I know what it should be doing, but that's what it is doing. So we're gonna have a look at the main reasons why it's doing that, and I think one of the reasons is the compost isn't great for a start, but realistically it should still be doing alright. It's been fed. I know it's been fed because I've been there when it's been fed, but I think one of the main problems is going to be the drainage. So if we have a look at the bottom of the pot, see, she has made some holes, but if we're looking in there, that's mud, so there's no drainage been added to the pot. I don't think those holes really are sufficiently good enough to drain it, because the water's just, see if we can balance that without breaking it. So the water's really just going to get stuck in this part of the pot, and yeah, I think it's the drainage. I think the pot's too big. I think the drainage is not okay. So I think one of the main things is to get that out and have a look at the roots, because it's still got some green, just not a lot. So I'll have a look. So as you can see, we're taking it out of the pot, and this is what we've got. There is some root there, but you can smell the damp on it. I think this is, a lot of this is the old stuff that they've used in wherever it's grown, basically, before it goes to the shop. I don't think any of it's been taken off, so this is all old crap. You can see that the roots aren't, none of them are really that healthy. But I'm going to go and shake some off. Right, so after shaking some of the soil off and getting some of it off, we're left with this. Now, some of that root's salvageable, I think. Even the plant itself has got new growth coming through there. You can see it. That, I mean, that's what's grown this year so far, and in comparison to this one, there's clearly something wrong. So we're going to make a new pot up. We're going to put some stones in the bottom for drainage. So what we've done here, we've gone for a much smaller pot, as you can see. I think this is off an olive tree, I'm not sure. It's got some already added drainage to it that goes round, and I've added some very crude some more drainage. I'm going to put some stones in the bottom of this. I'm just going to add some random stones, rinse them off, add some compost, and put the plant in. So I've got some of these stones that I just got cheap from B&Q, so I'm going to add a layer of these, probably about 2 inches of these, maybe, to the bottom of the pot. Just so it's got a nice layer between the pot and the compost that's going to go on top of it. Just to give the plant a little bit of air, a little bit of breathing space. Hopefully improve the airflow inside the pot, because I don't think that last pot didn't have any airflow at all in it, so I think that'll do. and rinse them off. Yeah, so we're just getting on rid of all that crap off the stones. You see it coming out in the milky stuff, because these are new stones. They've been banged together in the bag quite a bit, so just get rid of that. When the water starts running clearer, I'm going to add some compost. I'll do, I think. So I've got this compost which was left over from something else, a different project that I was doing. Might as well use this. It's got John Irons in it. Apparently John Irons is supposed to be good, so we'll go with that. We'll just fill this into. We'll probably leave a couple of inches at the top because the plant itself, the roots aren't great, so I don't think it really needs to be surrounded by wet soil. And it's only going to go in this now probably until next year, and I'll repot it if it starts to improve and look a little bit better than it does, because obviously at the moment it's not doing great, is it? So we'll put that in. We'll leave it like that. We'll make a little indentation in the middle, room for the roots that we do have, the roots that have managed to survive. Push it up around the edge just to make some space for the actual plant to go. And I'm going to follow this plant, so I'll do an update video on it in probably about maybe, let's say, about 5-6 weeks, and we'll see if there's been any change whatsoever. So yeah, I'm just going to sit the plant in there. Let's get its roots in, push the roots down. See, the hole's a little bit too deep, so what I'm going to do is find somewhere to balance this. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it one-handed. So I'm going to push this soil down under the woody bit of the plant, because we just want to pack it in around the roots. But like I said before, we want to leave a gap around the top of the pot for watering, because believe it or not, even though this hydrangea looks like it's drowned, hydrangeas like water. They like a lot of water when they're actually growing, which this, I think at the moment, just needs to concentrate on rebuilding those roots and becoming stronger. So we've got that. We've got a couple of inch gap around the pot. It's sat in there quite snug. Now I'm going to water that now, and I'm going to put it somewhere shady, and then we're just going to wait. So I've stuck it down there in a nice little shady spot. I've got this lilac which is growing over the top of it, which will provide it with shade. It's in a part of the garden where the sun doesn't reach in the morning, and where I've put it, the sun's not really going to affect it that much, so it needs somewhere just cool, shaded, just for those roots to start to move and do what it is that roots do. Let's give it a good watering, because I'm not going to water this again for a good few days depending on the weather. So its first watering needs to be a good one really. Like I say, it's got that drainage, so hopefully the water will just come out of it. As you can see, the water's going down. I might put maybe a couple of bricks underneath the pot actually, just to elevate it off the ground. Yeah, so I just stood it on top of that weird brick type thing that I had lying around the garden. Hopefully that'll keep it off the ground and stop the ground actually keeping the water in the pot. And we'll come back to this in a few weeks. So we'll see what happens. If you want to see what happens, like and subscribe.